First thing that I would say is that Memorial is a truly composite high school. And that means that we have everything from the highest level of math and English to our trades programs, which are well known, and we have many kids in there. Everything, we have something for everyone. And what I love about that is that means that students are staying in their community. That means that no matter what they want to pursue in high school or in the after high school, they can be here in Stony Plain at their school.
When I think about Memorial and having been in the community for 75 years, I think about the connection to community, the connection to the families. I'm not from here, but after spending 14 years at that school, I feel like I have a connection to the history of the area, the original families. And by original families, I mean the original First Nation families from Paul, and also the original settler families from the Stony Plain and West Parkland County communities. And so you feel like you start to really seriously belong to a community when you've been part of such an existing structure that in itself creates a bit of community as well.
This is an incredibly proud staff. They are proud to be at Memorial. They're proud to teach here. They're so engaged with our kids and our students and our community. And the one thing that really struck me was the pride of working at Memorial, the pride of being a part of that history, and the pride of working tirelessly so that we're continuing to get better and that we're hopefully putting our marks so that the next 75 years are a little bit better than the last 75 years.
When we moved from the old site that is over or was over by Westview School to the new site, the most often asked question was, will you be taking those grad photos with you? And then when we assured people that we would be, the next question was, when and how will you be displaying them? When will they get displayed? When will they get displayed? And so that just shows that connection again to the school itself, and not necessarily to the building the school exists in. And whenever we hosted an event, you would always see, and students were able to bring their families, you would always see people walking around looking for aunts and uncles and grandparents and parents and what they looked like when they were 17 or 18 years old and graduating from Memorial.
I thought I knew a lot because I had grew up in Stony Plain, but we definitely did learn a lot more in preparing for the 75th anniversary. For instance, a lot more of the perhaps famous or well-known people that have been graduating throughout, but also, as I became principal, knowing a little bit more about the history of Memorial and how the fact that we still have former soldiers of World War I and World War II on our wall, and those made the trek from Old Memorial to New Memorial.
I first figured that out, or learned that, by looking at a plaque that was displayed next to the office. I saw that the name was connected to a memorial to soldiers from the Stony Plain area who had served during World War II. And there were lists of names, and back to that connection to families, those names still exist in the community today. And so that's, for me, when I started to do a little research about what it meant. And with any time that you do a school replacement, there is the option to change the name of the school. And the community gave us very strong feedback that that school was named for a purpose, and that purpose didn't go away simply because we were moving sites. And there was never a question that we would change the name of Memorial Composite High School, period.
I had the privilege to work at Memorial for 20 years. This school has created a lot of history and a lot of memories over these past 75 years. I had the privilege of being the administrator overseeing the construction of the new high school. I remember when it came to naming the high school, we requested a little bit of public input to help us in that matter, and two overwhelming things came of that. One was that the school remain memorial to honor the Stoney soldiers that sacrificed their life. And the second thing was that to have the grad composites brought over to the new high school to be hung from the walls of it. I was able to work 10 years at the old high school and 10 years at the new high school. And I was always amazed at special events to watch the various generations roaming the halls, searching for their grad composite to kind of rekindle some of those memories of their youth. It was very special to see that.
Hi everyone, Mayor William Choi here, proud Memorial Composite High alum, grad of 1992. And yes, that was the best grad class ever. So it's been a few years since I've walked the halls of Memorial, but I had very, very fond memories of going to high school. Made a lot of friends, friends that I still connect with and talk to this day, and definitely see a lot of people in our community that have graduated from Memorial as well.
When you think about, there are about 400 graduates every year from a school like that. Of course, that number will have changed over the years, times 75 years. That's an incredible amount of people who've been impacted by the connections, the friends, the learning that they've experienced in that school. That's such a legacy in itself. It's just incredible.
There is a very deep connection between the town of Stony Plain and Memorial Composite High School. And even though the old school no longer stands, that connection is still very strong in the new building. In conclusion, happy 75th anniversary to Memorial Composite High School, and I would just like to say it was an honor to play a small part in those 75 years. Thank you.
Hi everyone, Brett Kulak here, proud Memorial Composite High School alum. Some of my favorite memories from going to school there were just friendships I made and getting to spend time with those friends, and happy 75th anniversary.
Just a lot of good memories, great staff, and definitely lots of friendships that have been developed over the years through those connections. So with that, I just want to wish Memorial, past, present, and future, congrats. 75 is a huge milestone. You've educated our students and continue to educate the ones that come forward. And as you can see, being Mayor's Town of Stony Plain, Park Town School Division and Memorial Composite High can take credit for what I've accomplished or not, if you didn't like what I've done. But that is some of the great memories that I've had with the Memorial Composite High School. So congrats on 75.
Parkland School Division, where the world opens up.